On average, we check our phones 96 times a day. That's about once every 15 minutes. And the scary part, most of us don't even remember what we did during that time. If you live to 80, you will spend more than 11 years of your life just staring at your phone. 11 years. Not working, not living, just scrolling, swiping, and tapping. The truth is, we've all been there. Stats show that 75% of people bring their phone into the bathroom, and more than half admit they cannot live without it. Your phone is quietly stealing your focus, your sleep, and even the meaning in your life. Slowly, but non-stop. There's no denying it. Your phone can feel like your best friend, but it's also your biggest enemy. It helps you connect, but at the same time, it pulls you away from yourself and the people around you. And here's the part you won't want to miss. With just a few small changes, you can win back years of your life. I've found a way out of this invisible trap, and you can too. Part 1. Notifications are meant to steal your focus. Just one little ding from your phone can cost you 15 minutes of focus, make you forget what you were doing, and pull you into endless scrolling. The first step to breaking the habit of mindlessly picking up your phone is turning off notifications from entertainment apps and other non-important alerts. When you don't hear those pings, you'll be less distracted, regain your focus at work, and have more time for what really matters. These notifications are designed to grab your attention, to make you feel like you have to check right away. But honestly, you don't need to know who just liked your photo while you're working. You don't need to keep up with every story your best friend posts. And you probably will not click on some random news link just because you got an email reminder. According to research from the University of California, Irvine, every time you get interrupted by a notification, it takes your brain about 23 minutes to get back into deep focus. Hard to believe a tiny notification can steal almost half an hour from you. And if you're getting 10 notifications a day, which most of us do, you could be wasting hours just trying to get back on track. But I truly believe you deserve a calmer mind. Your time is too precious. So try this simple trick. Turn off notifications, starting right now. I've been a victim of notifications myself. Back when I worked for a footwear corporation, I had plenty of deadlines to meet. Yet my phone kept lighting up non-stop. Social media alerts, emails from clients, even random promotional texts. Every time I checked my phone, it took me at least 20 minutes to get back into work mode. One time, I even missed a critical deadline just because of those constant alerts. That's when I realized how much notifications were affecting me. I went into my settings and turned them all off, except for texts and calls from family and close friends. Sure, I was afraid of missing something important, but as a result, I started focusing better and felt way more productive. I could finish a whole day's work in just one morning, and honestly, I felt pretty proud of myself for making that change. So grab your phone and try turning off social media notifications. It only takes 30 seconds, but I bet you'll feel lighter after just one day of not being pinged all the time. Now you know the first step to getting your focus back. But maybe you're saying, wait, what are you talking about? My phone doesn't even have notifications on. Well, the truth is, most of us don't even need a ding to pick up our phones, we do it on autopilot. So even with notifications off, why do we still reach for our phones dozens of times a day? And that's why you need step 2. Part 2. Set clear rules for using your phone. We all know staying up until 2 a.m. scrolling on our phones is bad, but stopping isn't that easy. The longer you scroll, the more you lose control, almost like the phone is running you instead of the other way around. According to research from Stanford University, scrolling raises your cortisol levels, the stress hormone, making it harder to sleep and leaving you feeling pressured all day long. But there's a simple way to change that. What if you made your own rules for phone use? Like, don't take your phone into the bathroom, don't touch your phone after 9 p.m., or don't use your phone when hanging out with family. I bet you'd slowly get back some of those meaningful moments in life that your phone usually cuts in line for. Sounds simple, right? But I'm guessing you've never really stuck to it. Instead of enjoying a cup of coffee in the morning, listening to birds chirp, or just breathing for a bit, most people check their phones the second they wake up. And just 5 minutes of social media in the morning is enough to mess up your focus for the whole morning. You don't need to check your best friend's story at 6 a.m. Trust me, they won't be mad if you see it later. So try simple rules with me, like no phone before breakfast, or no phone in the bathroom. Live your own life. not the life your phone wants you to live. There's also a great tip from Cal Newport, a computer science professor at Georgetown University and best-selling author of books like Deep Work and Digital Minimalism. He built habits like never using social media on his phone. In fact, he doesn't even have any social media accounts, and turning off all notifications, which he calls a dopamine hack. Instead of letting notifications interrupt him, he checks information channels at set times. Another rule of his, he doesn't carry his phone everywhere. In an interview, he said, "Smartphones make you reactive. You check them reflexively, in line, in elevators, during meals, and slowly you lose control of your time." In his book, Digital Minimalism, he suggests everyone try a 30-day digital declutter, remove or strictly limit all non-essential apps, rethink the role of technology in your life, and only keep what supports your core values, while replacing the rest with more meaningful activities like sports, reading, or real conversations. Drop a comment below about a moment you felt like your phone was controlling you. Who knows, I might be able to suggest a new rule that fits you. But here's the thing. Rules are like fences. If the gate is always open, you will still step outside. You can make as many rules as you want, but the truth is, if your phone is always within reach, those rules are easy to break. So instead of relying only on willpower, why not shape your environment to make it easier on yourself? And that's exactly where the next step comes in. Part 3. Win with your environment. If your phone is not right next to you, do you really need to grab it right away? I bet you've reached for your phone the second your alarm went off, just to scroll social media before even taking a sip of water. But there's an incredibly simple way to break that habit. And it's so easy, you'll wish you knew it sooner. Make your phone harder to reach by changing your environment. Charge it in another room, use a real alarm clock, or keep it in your backpack drawer while you work. These small tweaks cut down on the mindless reflex of picking it up. There's a great tip in the book Atomic Habits that says the best way to quit a bad habit is to add friction. Basically, make it harder to do. If your phone is right on your nightstand, you'll check it without thinking, even if you've turned off notifications or set personal rules. But if it's in the living room, 10 steps away, you'll pause and ask yourself, do I really need to grab it right now? Just moving something farther away can reduce unwanted behavior by about 30%. With one small change in how you set up your space, you could win back hours every day for things you truly enjoy. I actually tried this trick myself after reading about it. I started charging my phone on my desk instead of by my bed. I even bought a $10 old school alarm clock. At first, you felt like you were missing something important. But over time, your mornings started to feel like they actually belong to you. I might not be as up to date in the mornings, but my mind feels fresher. I work more effectively, my mood is better, and I even found time to start running, something I'd been putting off for months. So tonight, try this with me. Turn off your phone notifications, set a rule of no phone after 9 p.m., and charge your phone in the living room instead of by your bed. Tomorrow, see how it feels to wake up without your phone nagging you the second you open your eyes. Rules are like fences. Hiding your phone is like shutting the gate to keep temptation out. But if someone keeps knocking, will you still open it? That's why you need the final layer of protection. You need a gatekeeper. Part 4. The paradox. Your phone can help you break free from your phone. Here's the paradox. Technology itself can help you escape technology. Your final line of defense, the real gatekeeper, is actually the screen time apps built right into your phone. I was shocked the first time I opened the Screen Time app and saw that I'd been spending 3 hours a day on my phone. 3 hours! I felt so disappointed realizing I'd wasted half my day just scrolling and scrolling. And I'm not exaggerating. These numbers are real. The average American spends 4 to 6 hours a day on their phone. That's about 60 days every year. Nearly 2 full months of your life gone to your phone. Tools like Screen Time, which most phones already have, don't just show you how long you've been scrolling. They also track which apps eat up most of your attention, let you set time limits, and help you break the habit of mindless scrolling. Imagine reclaiming those 60 days a year. You could become skilled in a new field, spend more time with friends, or simply live life on your own terms. Another study found that just being aware of your screen time can cut it by up to 30%. 30% of 60 days is 18 days a year. Not a huge number, but absolutely worth taking back. So right now, grab your phone and check your screen time report. I bet you'll be surprised. People are curious to know how many hours you've been on your phone each day, so share it in the comments. Then set your own limits on the apps that waste most of your time. Use technology to control technology. And don't worry, you don't have to quit social media completely. You can still relax after a long day. The goal is just to use it more intentionally. A year from now, you'll look back. Either you'll have wasted another 60 days glued to your phone, or you'll have used those 60 days to read 6 books, learn a new skill, or build a habit that changes your life. Together, we've built 4 layers of protection: turning off notifications to keep your mind calm, setting rules so your phone doesn't cut into precious moments, changing your environment to make grabbing your phone harder, and finally, using technology itself to help you take control. Each step may feel small, but added together, they give you back your time, your focus, and the happiness you thought you'd lost, when in fact it was always right there waiting for you. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe so you don't miss the next one. It will be about the 4 invisible enemies inside your own mind. Real life is waiting for you out there, not inside your phone screen.